that are known as vitamins that are essential to an organism in small quantities for our proper metabolic function. Essential nutrients cannot be synthesized in an organism in sufficient quantities for survival and therefore must be obtained through a particular diet. Now, major health organizations have classified 13 vitamins. So first is vitamin A, then vitamin B1 that is known as thiamine, vitamin B2 that is known as riboflavin, vitamin B3, niacin, vitamin B5, pantothenic acid, vitamin B6, pyridoxine, vitamin B7, biotin, vitamin B9, folic acid, vitamin B12, cobalamines, vitamin BC, ascorbic acids, vitamin D, calciferol, vitamin E, tocotrienols and vitamin K. And the next is the discovery dates of the vitamins and their sources. So the first vitamin A, retinol, was discovered in 1913 from the cod liver oil. Next, vitamin B1, thiamine, was discovered in 1910 from the rice bran. Vitamin C, ascorbic acid, was discovered in 1920 from citrus fruits. Vitamin D, calciferol, was discovered in 1920 from cod liver oil. Vitamin B2, riboflavin, was discovered in 1920 from meat, dairy products and eggs. Vitamin E, tocopherol, was discovered in 1922 from wheat germ oil. Vitamin K7 in 1929 from leafy vegetables. Vitamin B5 was discovered in 1931 from meats and whole grains. Vitamin B6 was discovered in 1934 from meats and dairy products. Vitamin B7 was discovered in 1936 from meat, dairy products and eggs. Vitamin B3, niacin, was discovered in 1936 from meats and grains. Vitamin B9, folic acid, was discovered in 1941 from green leafy vegetables. Vitamin B12 was discovered in 1948 from meats, organs, liver and eggs. And now we will know about the types of vitamins and their deficiency disease. So deficiency of vitamin A means deficiency of retinol can cause night blindness. Deficiency of thiamine B1 can cause brain drain. Deficiency of riboflavin B2 can cause retarded growth or bad skin. Deficiency of vitamin B12 can cause anemia. Deficiency of vitamin C, ascorbic acid, can cause scurvy. Deficiency of calciferol means deficiency of vitamin D can cause rickets. Deficiency of vitamin K can cause excessive bleeding due to injury. Deficiency of minerals can cause different types of deficiency disease. Deficiency of calcium can cause brittle bones and excessive bleeding. Deficiency of phosphorus can cause bad teeth and bones. Deficiency of iron can cause anemia. Deficiency of iodine can cause goiter or enlarged thyroid gland. Deficiency of copper can cause low appetite or retarded growth. Now we will see the classification of vitamins. Generally there are two types of vitamins. One is fat soluble vitamin and another is water soluble vitamins. So now what are fat soluble vitamins? These are means fat soluble vitamins are soluble in fat and are stored in liver. Their absorption requires the presence of bile salts and fats. So what are the different types of fat soluble vitamins? Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E Okay. Chemical name is retinol. Biological active form vitamin A1 that is known as retinol. Vitamin A2 that is known as dihydroretinol. Now we will learn about the physiological role of vitamin A in our vision. So the retina of the eye contains two types of receptor cells. The two types of receptor, what are the two types of receptor cells? One is rod cell and another one is cone cell. Rod cells which are responsible for dim light vision and the cone cell is responsible for our bright light vision. Cones are also responsible for our color perception. The deficiency of cone pigments make the individual colorblind. In retinal pigment, the rod cells are also known as rhodopsin. Under the influence of light, rhodopsin is converted into luminorhodopsin, which is further converted into metarhodopsin. They hydrolyze to form protein opsin or transretinal. Is inactive in the synthesis of rhodopsin. Okay, so transretinal is also inactive in the synthesis of rhodopsin. It must be converted to the active cis isomer. For this reason, it has to be converted into active cis isomer. In our eye, the transretinal isomerized. The transretinal in our eyes isomerized to 11 cis retinal by the enzyme is known as retinal isomerase. This reaction is taking place in the retinal pigment epithelium. So this type of reaction takes place in the retinal pigment epithelium. The 11 cis retinal can combine with opsin. When the 11 cis retinal combine with opsin, they form rhodopsin. Alternatively, the transretinal, which is too inactive in rhodopsin, synthesized is passed into the bloodstream. It then passed into the bloodstream, and after that, all the transretinal is transported to the liver and then reduced to the transretinal by alcohol dehydrogenase, that is known as ADH and NADH dependent enzyme. This is an NADH dependent enzyme. All transretinal is isomerized to 11 cis retinal and then oxidized to 11 cis retinal in liver. Then it is transported to our retina. This is complete described by the world's visual cycle. The individual having vitamin A deficiency, if some person has deficiency in vitamin A, are unable to resynthesize rhodopsin. So they are incapable of synthesizing rhodopsin and thus unable to see in the dim light vision, and this type of defect is known as night